It's the biggest news. Like we didn't mention it. We didn't mention it even once because I'm kind of glad we didn't, because I don't know how long we're gonna go on this. But Joe Rogan was not in the building for UFC 271, guys. This is like a lot of people know. Like everyone knows. Like it was Bisbee. He got replaced pretty short notice. I believe it was like 2 days before.
Yeah. That's when they announced it. Yeah, 2 days before the fight card. Yeah, that there were quote-unquote scheduling conflicts. But Dana White in the post-fight press conference came out and said that there were no such thing as scheduling conflicts. It was Joe Rogan's decision not to, for whatever reason. Dana did not get into details here, but he said it was not due to the UFC or the mouse, Mickey, telling him he could not be on UFC 271. It was a personal decision.
If that's true, and I'm not going to say Dana's lying, because I just don't know. No one knows, really. Yeah, I'm not Joe. I'm not Dana. I'm not Mickey Mouse. So those are the only three people that are actually going to know that what's really going on there. If that's true, shout out to Joe, because apparently people were speculating maybe he just didn't want to take away, because there's so much controversy surrounding him right now. He didn't want to take away from the fighters.
And that actually sounds like something Joe would do.
Yes.
Honestly, realistically, I think that's something Joe would do.
Yes, I absolutely agree with that. And if that's true, man, shout out to Joe Rogan for being a stand-up guy, if that's the case. But I don't know, man. Like, I wonder if there's some fuckery going on in the background there.
Yeah, I mean, obviously speculative, of course. But, I mean, I also have that same thought. And I think majority of people have that same, at least thing in the back of their mind where they're like, what is this all true? Is everything they're telling us true? Or were there things and scenarios in suits in the background who may have told him not to do UFC 271. It is interesting.
Did we go over the Kyler Phillips fight? I have another overlay.
We
skipped over
we
two.
did.
No, we
Phillips.
skip over. It's too late now.
That's
It's
okay.
MMA news.
Right,
Whatever.
sure.
But thank you for letting us know.
Yeah,
that's our mess up.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
But back to Joe Rogan. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. There's a feeling, I have a gut feeling in my stomach that was just bullshit. It was just weird, because if that's the case, I have a hard time believing Joe's the type of guy that on 2 days' notice just goes, you know what, I don't want to do it.
Right.
Even if it is for like a good thing, which if that's the case, it would have been.
Yeah.
I just don't know. It just, something feels shady about this whole thing. I think Mickey Mouse was pissed.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what I think, because I don't think it's Dana. No. Dana doesn't give a fuck.
And the mouse has canceled people for far less. For far less. I mean, look at her name's slipping my mind, but she's in The Mandalorian. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, Gina Carano, yes.
She posted a meme or whatever and gets suspended, or it actually gets fired. And then you have the Whoopi Goldberg situation from The View, and she only gets suspended for 2 weeks, which, whatever. I don't think she should be suspended either. I'm fair game throughout this whole thing. Like, people will say stupid things sometimes, then come out and apologize. Let's move on.
Well, the Whoopi Goldberg, it's hard to even compare those two, because Whoopi Goldberg, she just said stupid shit. Like, it was stupid. Yeah. Like, okay, and she apologized or whatever. Cool. Move on.
But we don't need to do suspension for anyone or any of that.
No, Gina Carano didn't even say anything that dumb. She was just, her literally the whole message was, don't turn on your neighbor. Be a good neighbor.
Yeah. Yeah,
and then she got fired. It's like she made comparisons and stuff, but people immediately, it's overblown. Yeah. People always do that kind of shit when there's no comparison even at all. I don't want to get into that too much, but no. I don't think I believe the official story here. I don't believe Dana. As much as I wish I could say that Joe just did that, but on 2 days' notice, unless they knew the entire time and they just never said anything.
Yeah, they just didn't announce it, but within 2 days they did, even though they may have known for
a longer
week
period or something. Yeah, something's fishy, man. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I just got a gut feeling that something's fishy there. And if we ever hear anything else, guys, of course we will be covering it here first in our MMA news segment here on The Church.